Hello and welcome back to part 8 of the Adventure Pirate ship from Amati, and as usual when you have finished up the project we give a validation and also a personal verdict for this kit, and after that I will show some pictures of the completed model. Well, we have 5 categories and coming straight to the point. The first category is scale and detail level. With a scale of 1 to 60 I was really surprised by the completed size, which is around 80 centimeters in length, 55 centimeters in height and 12 centimeters in the beam, and that is mostly because of this enormous bowsprit which the kit has. That gives the kit really volume. As for the details, there's a headline on the package which says easy to build. Well, that is on one hand true because everything is really simplified, and I was disappointed in some cases or some sections of this build. As a sample, the stern castle and also the surface of the deck. Because of that I give only 5 out of 10 possible points. Second is the choice of included materials. Well, you can't build this model as I have done in these videos if you don't have any stash of materials, because the included materials are not enough to complete this model, as they are missing some rope sizes, some blocks, and I've also used some 3D printed parts, and etc, etc. And it would be possible to fabricate some sections in this kit if with a lot of cutting of materials, but that's not the meaning of a kit, I think. And I also wondering why I have 3 lengths of 6mm dowels as a leftover, because I've checked the instruction and I think I do not have anything wrong in the assembling this model. So I was a little bit surprised to have 3 lengths as a leftover. So because of that I also give only 5 out of 10 possible points. Third is the skill level. Well, if there wasn't a problem with the hull shaping and the terrible instructions, this kit would be a wonderful kit for as an entry level for somebody who is into bigger sailing ships, like example the Victory and all the other kits, because on this kit you can train yourself in planking, sails making and also rigging, because it's not really complicated. But as I said, the terrible instructions makes it really difficult to understand some sections in this build. And so I disagree to the headline of the carton, easy to build. And for that I also will not recommend this kit as for an absolute beginner. You need at least some skills or level of experience, let me say it like this, in my opinion. And because of that I give also only 5 out of 10 possible points. Fourth category is the instruction, and as already said so many times before, the instructions are really terrible. There are notes in the instructions which says, let me quote, be careful, important, keel and frames. Before fixing frames, remove 5mm of materials from joints on the keel where frames 7 and 8 will be glued. Use a file. In this way frames 7 and 8 will be perfectly aligned with the deck. Check correct positioning of all frames for a perfect alignment. Well, I disagree to this note because I see the problem some other frame numbers which I have experienced. So this note for me is useless. And also the rigging instructions are really terrible. You have some numbers on the sails, which numbers the lines, but there are no reference points where these lines or ropes going to the belay pins. So it's up on your imagination and where you put them. Well, and because of these terrible instructions I give only 2 out of 10 possible points. Fifth category is the price value. Well, with 95 euro plus shipping, this is a similar price to the Ocre Albatros, which also is a similar kit and looks very similar, and so I think the price is right. So I give 9 out of 10 possible points. So coming to my personal verdict, Well, if we think about pirate ships, which this kit is, most of us think about something like the Black Pearl or some really huge galleon and a little bit horrifying and all like this. So I love this idea to make a pirate ship which looks really nice. And we also have to keep in mind that the pirates and that in the past was privateers, so they was self-employed, and not all of them are Blackbeards and whoever it was. So there are also some nice looking ships, and that was the idea of this kit, I think, and it hits the point. So I love the idea. Unfortunately, the kit has some major issues, as I will say, by shaping the hull and also the instructions, which is not really a huge problem for some of us, but maybe for an absolute beginner who only checks the log of the kit, it might be a problem. So it's really difficult to give a honest validation, a honest verdict of this kit, because basically I love it, and also the result what came out looks super nice, and also my patrons was really surprised. Well, but if I have done this kit as right out of the box, it might be a different result. So would I build this kit again? Very difficult question. Yes, maybe I would build it again, because basically I love the final result of the kit. So, but because of all the issues, I give only 35 out of 50 possible points as my personal verdict. So that makes a total of 61 points. So as usual, it's always up on you and how you look on in different angles on that what I said before. This validation is only a guideline and maybe some advice who really don't know if to buy this kit or not. So it's up on you in the end. But now let us enjoy the pictures of the completed kit and also wait for upcoming projects. Up to then, stay tuned and see you there.